I've talked about this one, but I keep hearing it. Be rest assured. I'm sure you've noticed people saying it too, haven't you? The correct expression is rest assured, as in you can rest assured that the problem will be solved. You see, saying rest assured is just like saying sleep tight or walk tall. Now, you wouldn't say be sleep tight or be walk tall, would you? Rest assured that you would be laughed at if you did. Now, you could say be assured or be sure. That is also correct. So can I now be assured that you will say it right from now on? And it's not be say it right or be run fast or be stand still or be stay strong.
Right, so let's get into the papers, and starting off with the Ghanaian Times this morning. On a sad note, carnage on our roads, 14 die in gory accident at Asemasa. And this is a story that, this is something that happened yesterday. 14 persons dying on the Takoradi Cape Coast Road at Asemasa, to be precise. And according to the Ghanaian Times, it says that at least 14 persons were reported dead in a crash at Asemasa number 2 near Beposo on the Takoradi Accra Highway in the Shama district of the Western region yesterday. Now, there were 10 men and 4 women, and an eyewitness said the crash occurred when a Ford bus from Takwa to Accra collided with a truck loaded with stones coming from Cape Coast, which had a bus tie. He said when the two vehicles collided, they exploded and caught fire, and the passengers on the bus were burnt beyond recognition.
Imagine that. Let's listen to this.
Yes, you say. How back on the overtake? No, crash up Ford in it. We know the panic got to Ford Miss. I got to Ford Miss and a Jana to the poor move for the money now, but on Capompi. Omunina, Omashi. To go more, police one now go more. We from was our mama. The Nippo more for the back of our Capompi. Muninash. Ade, anybody come your mother? I think I said.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Just imagine, I mean, it's 14 people left home, jumped into a vehicle, fully expecting to come back home at the end of whatever their sojourn is, and they are dead, they are gone forever.
When I was younger, I never understood why we had to do the let's pray for traveling mercies. I'll just tell myself, I'm going to school. It's just here. It's not any very long distance. Sometimes now I understand it better because every little journey on our roads exposes you to the possibility that you may not return. Accidents continue to be the main killer of our people. We have set committees at the presidency after Ebony died. We devoted monies with the hopes that we will fix some part or a part of the problem will be fixed. I cannot fathom how this continues to be one of our biggest problems. How did Norway do it? How did the Nordic countries and those other Scandinavian, they have extremely low accident numbers. How were they able to do those things successfully? And we forgot those how long. I've been going back and forth with solutions here and there, and yet we cannot we cannot fix this problem, which claims our compatriots, sometimes young people who are supposed to be the future of this country, breadwinners of family, and it's almost like there isn't a single week that we conclude the week without a major accident claiming more than 10 people's lives in this country. Why this is not the biggest talk in this country? It's also part of the problem.
Well, this is the reason why we have the Drive Safe campaign. And Joy is dedicated to making a dent in these horrible figures. But you see, it's not just up to us talking. It's not just up to us. There needs to be a certain radical, revolutionary action on the part of passengers, drivers, all users of our roads.
I agree.
When you are sitting in that car and the guy is overspeeding or his phone is ringing and he's reaching to pick it up, listen, your children, they can't replace you.
In June 2008, I was supposed to travel from Takrady to Accra. You remember the STC accident in June 2000, which led to the loss of 16 lives. And I missed the bus.
Wow.
That particular bus was involved in an accident. So you think about it and you say, oh, you were saved. But when you get into a bus, your life at that moment is in the hands of the driver.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes it's important to tell the drivers to do the right thing. You see, when you're driving, a second of carelessness or a loss of concentration, just for a second, can lead to the loss of life.
But you know that interesting part? Driving is such a delicate thing that for some reason, we actually made it look like everybody can do it.
No.
Yeah. So for some reason, we actually decided that the criteria for even doing so is, and in this republic, there are so many people on our roads who are not even qualified to drive. Some of them are qualified by reckless. There are so many people who are supposed to be not anywhere near the driving seat, but they are the ones in driving seats in this country.
Exactly. Let's continue with the headlines. TUC fumes at unstable fuel prices, says situation adversely affecting businesses and the public. SIM card re-registration deadline extended to July 31. So those of you who haven't registered, or those of us who haven't registered, don't change core mandate.
Those of us without the national identity.
Oh, for the national identity card,
no.
I have one. I have the Ghana card, but I haven't
Really, I don't have.
re-registered yet.
I hope this will give them the leeway to spread out so that the discomfort of having to join a very long queue, waste productive hours in queues just to get a card, it's taken away. I hope this one, I would have even preferred they took it to December anyway.
Also on the front page, don't change core mandate, universal reach of free SHS. That's Child Rights International. As we talk about a review of all programs, they say don't touch free SHS.
That story is also on the front page of the Daily Guide. It says maintain free SHS. That's Child Rights International appeals. Yes, but I think eventually every conversation is about reviewing and not necessarily scrapping.
A review is not scrapping.
Yes, that conversation ended long time ago. The conversation about perceiving that a review automatically means scrapping clearly ended long time ago. Now we are all on the same. Okay, most of us are on the same table.
Yeah,
That
I don't think we all are on the same table because politics will always find a way of dividing people on every topic.
I see.
Okay, so you remember back then when somebody said they will review
Yeah.
if they win. President Mahama, I think,
Yes.
said if he wins again, he will review. And the NPP came at him and said,
You cancel it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for you to even review it.
Really?
Yes,
A
yes.
policy of the Republic of Ghana.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense to review it.
Recently, I'm learning more
we
about policies.
here
Yeah.
on the Super Morning Show
Yeah.
attempted to create a conduit for people to give government feedback
Yeah.
on free SHS. You remember what happened?
Yeah.
The president went to stand in Cape Coast and said that we have waged the campaign against free SHS, and so they will also wage a robust defense against us.
Can you believe that?
That, like we are fighting over something that benefits all of us. So there will always be people who seek to divide. It will not stop now.
Anyway, Burger MP's appeal struck out. This is James Jachi Kwesin. And we understand, okay, so Rachel Kodinako reported yesterday that the appeal has been struck out, including all the other cases in Cape Coast related to this matter, including the stay of execution and all of that. It's almost like he's on his way out of Parliament.
Well, there are a few cases, 2 cases or so at the Supreme Court application that have been filed by his client. Let's see what happens.
But the appeal was connected to the stay.
Yes.
You know, when the speaker was asked to actually sack him from Parliament, the speaker said there's an appeal down there, and he's not going to interfere and actually do anything against what's happening in courts. But now that it appears that case has also been thrown out.
May I ask a question? Assuming that this goes against him and he ends up no longer the representative of the people, there will then be a by-election. Okay, will he be disqualified from running again?
It depends, actually. By the time, would he have been qualified to run again?
He'll be qualified to run.
Oh, he'll be qualified to
he's
run.
qualified to run.
Okay,
He's now qualified.
He's now qualified
yes,
to run.
yeah.
So he will be able to run again.
Yes.
In the by-election.
But apparently, there's also a criminal case that's lurking somewhere, which may also have, it depends on how it goes anyway.
So then, let's see how it all unfolds. If indeed he ends up being, unable to represent the people.
Okay.
That by-election in itself would be an important one to watch.
That's true. Now, NPP whips NDC to pass 20 million loan, and that's on the front page here. Now, you know what's currently happening in Parliament, right? So, since the Supreme Court ruling, the NDC has some members, especially Roxy Nelson Dafiamepo, the lawyer, has become the quorum master in Parliament. So he's basically checking and seeing whether there's quorum, obeying the rules. So the Supreme Court has ruled nicely. Please, let's follow the direction. He will draw the attention of the House to it quickly.
There no.
Yeah, hey, please stop what you're doing. Let's follow the rules. We are not there. We are not at the decision point yet. So please, let's just follow the rules. It's becoming almost like an interesting conversation that in Parliament. So this happened twice. The third time, they had to suspend the House because
the third time the majority were represented in their numbers. They weren't there in their numbers. So when he raised issues of a quorum, when they did the counting, I mean, I'm told that some majority members who were in their offices came into the chamber.
Yeah.
So when they did the counting, they realized that there were more than 138, and that's could take a decision.
All right. Now,
It's so nice of the Supreme Court to actually let MP start working.
deal with absenteeism in a much more comprehensive manner. Anyway, so that's on the front page. You mentioned the accident story.
Yeah.
The minister inspects projects in Upper West and Savannah regions, and his deputy Martin Ejay Mensah Kosa on the front page of the Daily Guide.
Well, the final for this morning says multiple factors crushing the city. Can $2 billion injection slow the pace when the U.S. Fed is hiking rates? Well, that's a good question. In Team Forjo urges graduates to embrace innovation and entrepreneurship. 14 burned to death in accident on Cape Coast Takoradi Highway. Now, Council of State members take 20% cut to support economic recovery. Good news. Now, that 20% cut they're taking, how much would that be worth in a month, in a year? For how long are they going to do that? We need to know, what are we going to do if that's savings to the economy? What are we going to do with it? It's important. And we also expect other members of the executive to take the pay cuts.
There was a point in time that some people said the Council of State was useless. I mean, this was a long time ago. They felt that it's either we make it an upper body of Parliament or we actually remove it because it's really not any relevant institution that's doing any serious work. The advice they give sometimes are taken to be may instead of shall. So really, it's not any relevant body.
So this
no, it's not the fact that they cut salaries. That, how do you call it? Allowance that they call it.
They're cutting,
how much is the allowance?
Yes, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're cutting allowance to the end of the year, 10 months.
Yeah.
So,
it's more than 10,000 in this.
Yeah, I think so. It should be more than 10,000.
Allowance.
I'll check.
It is monthly.
I'll check their salaries shortly. I'll check their allowances
monthly.
shortly. Monthly, yes. So monthly. So 20% cut. I'll check their salaries shortly.
All right.
For 10 months up to the end of the year.
The argument is that people were rather shocked that they were taking any money at all. Because
the Council of State?
Yes.
Because the advice is not binding.
Oh, no, because they feel that body there.
But they take money, they're
Anyway.
given vehicles. I mean,
So that's actually what was on social media, and people were shocked. They're not really concerned about how much they're cutting. They were shocked that you were
how
taking
much
any-
will be left?
Yes. Anyway, but hopefully others will learn from it, as you said. And there's been a lot of suggestions about this may be symbolic, showing the way that we are on the austerity times and we are taking the step and making sure that it works in that direction. Anyway, but that's also on the front page of the Daily Statesman. But let me move into the graphic, right?
Yes.
Now, e-services gold mine. Experts declare at graphic business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting. So I don't know why they didn't put you on the picture, so because you are sitting there. Yeah,
I am not part of the experts. I was only the moderator.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was an interesting forum.
Yeah.
I like the part where people were comparing experiences with online services.
Yes.
Some of them, let's be fair to us, they are terrible.
Very.
For example, yesterday I ordered food at 11. The indication was that I'll get the food in 30 minutes. At 2 p.m., the food was not here. And they were telling me stories. 2 p.m., 3 hours.
No.
And when it came, it was very cold too. Anyway, but that's perhaps we will still use the gold mine properly. Difficult decisions ahead. President is hinting, and that's on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
All right. Listen, let's go online. The online review is brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
Well, Goil has good news for you because Goil is rewarding its prepaying Go card customers with 2 pesos discount per liter on fuel. You also enjoy discount on lubricants at Goil stations nationwide. So elevate your goodness by joining Go Club today and enjoy up to 3 pesos per liter on fuel, amazing discount on lubricant purchases, and free life insurance cover provided by My Life Insurance. Join the Go Club by visiting Goil stations or offices, Goil website registration.goil.com.gh, and all Goil social media platforms. Goil Good Energy, Goil. Yeah, dear.
All right, make life simple on the go. Pay the easy way with a Zenith card online or in-store. With your Zenith card, you can pay for your Facebook ads, Netflix, iTunes, Amazon subscription bills, and your online shopping or in-store purchases. Using a Zenith card gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts, experience safe, secure, and convenient card transactions, and so much more. Zenith cards are issued instantly, fully activated, and ready to use. Think payments, think Zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Now, I need to say this quickly before we go. A very special good morning to the team at Oasis Park. What am I saying? Oasis Park. The team at Oak Plaza Apartments in Kumasi, in Asokwa. Oak Plaza is owned by Michael Joe, great guy, friend of Chrissy Chum, and also by Melanie, who runs the Kumasi branch, and they are sponsors of Joy Prime Explore. All right, time now for the BBC News.
Brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Hey, Evokoku, what brings you to my house this early morning? I hope all is well.
All is never well with me, Nick Bakbo. After paying 3 times for the land for my project, the construction workers are now giving me wahala. From material overestimation to small stealing. I am tired.
I told you so, Evokoku.
It's all because you are trying to become builders when you're corporate workers and business people. Edlum has products tailored to meet you.